Well, friends, we are back at my favorite park today, and there's some construction carrying on over there. They don't know that this is my time to sit down with you and film this video, so let's just jump in. We'll deal with the wind, we'll deal with the construction. So, I'm getting a lot of questions, a lot of concerns, a lot of emails, a lot of direct messages, a lot of comments. Just you all, you know, because you've been watching my various content online for well over a decade now. You know how my personality is, how my countenance is, and you just know stuff's happening. And I have shared that I've been going through a hard time, and there's some stuff happening. Many people think that I am referring to my miscarriage that was this summer, and I've answered some in the comments, and I have tried to say in the videos I have been able to get out that no, that's not what's happening. So I'm like, short story long, long story short. I was traumatized in August. I just was. And what I am going through now, I have been told, is a secondary trauma. So there's that. Also, well, and that's just gonna come out, you know, if I am able to get back to my big cooking days that I've been doing for 9 years on YouTube. If I'm able to find my spark, you know, that's part of my problem right now. And again, you know me because you spend hours a week with me. And so, yeah, my spark is not here right now. And my creativity through the floor. And this is affecting my whole business upside one way, down another. During this time, I've lost sponsors, I've lost opportunities, I've lost, honestly, tens of thousands of dollars. And I have taken what time off I can take off. Obviously, after I was traumatized, I don't think you got videos for weeks and weeks. And again, timing wise, since I had the miscarriage that I did share with you all about in July, it's just all merged together, I guess, time wise. So I can't take off anymore. You know, YouTube is not my only income stream, but it is 3/4 of my income. And there's cue the saw. And I don't know anyone that can just saw off 3/4 of their income. So yes, I am a public person. I have created a public business, and I don't want to make, and I'm not going to make, me being traumatized part of my business. But I do feel like we need to have this conversation so that you know that when I show up, if all I can get out is a shopping haul video, I'm just doing the best that I can. If I'm giving you, I don't know, I know some video I recorded recently, and I was in the garden and I started crying about being out in the garden. And anyway, so it's just some of that is going to come through. And I am not going to be okay right now. I'm not going to be okay for a while. My spark and my creativity that you are used to and many of you love, you're not going to see it. I don't have it right now. Not in me. I have shared with you all before my story growing up about my father being an alcoholic and him committing suicide, and that story is already on here, and I've been real encouraged by you all watching it and encouraging me, and I've been very encouraged by those of you who've shared your stories too and how much the Lord has brought you through. And so there may be a time in the future where I'm able to share more of my story, and you know, it's appropriate for me to share when I'm on the other side of my healing, but that's not right now. And you know, hopes and dreams for the future, I would love to write books about all the Lord has brought me through and all He has done, and I would love to speak about those things, but that's also not this season. So just felt it would be good to have this conversation because it became apparent when I published a Costco haul recently that, you know, I thought I was being as clear as I could, like, hey, there's some other stuff going on. I'm doing the best I can. But things are really hard right now. And I just think it needs its own video. So when I get questions later about what's going on and you seem so different and why you're doing this or that, it's gonna be easier for me to just share the link to this video, and hopefully that explains what I can. And so, like a lot of you, I mean, you know, you still have to go to work. So if I am blessed, I'm so blessed that YouTube is, again, 3/4 of my business, even though I have a private paid membership and I have a shop and I have monetized, you know, email list and other social media that's monetized and everything. YouTube is a big piece of the pie. But I also have up to 14 people, up to 14 other families. I mean, the whole family doesn't work for me, but up to 14 other people that are represented that work for me in so many different areas. I mean, my face is what you get, right? But behind the scenes, I have a whole team, and I can't just not have my team anymore. Many of those people have been with me for years and years, like 5 years, 8 years, long time. And so I also have to honor them by keep showing up and going to work. And if I worked in an office or, you know, wherever I worked, you know, and I was going through what I'm going through, it would be hard at work some days, right? And so I'm putting my best foot forward at times when I cannot film, or when I think, you know, what's been happening to me recently is I go to like, okay, I'm gonna have my big cooking day, and then I just feel so very sad. Here's how I'm handling the sadness and the everything is, again, it's fine to feel the sadness. I have to feel that, and I have to work through all these things that I'm going through, and I have a whole lot of people helping me do that. But when I get a real hard layer of sadness on me, it just kind of like rests on me, I walk. And so I have been walking 3 to 4 hours a day. I've been getting in 20 to 25,000 steps most days. And there's been many times where, like, I've had a day or I've had a window of time where, you know, normally I would work, I would film, I would produce content, right? Instead, I just gotta walk. I have to walk because it is so good for my mental health. It's also good because I put my earbud in and I listen to my worship music and I pray, and Jesus and I are just in this together, and He is with me, and He will never leave me nor forsake me, and I'm so thankful for that. So that is what's getting me through. Some ways I'm doing that is like this morning, I was up really early. I am sleeping well at night. That's another blessing. Some folks, you know, close to me were worried how I'm gonna be sleeping, and so I mean, I'm like 9 o'clock at night, I'm in bed and I'm sleeping till 5. And so this morning I was up and I walked a good hour and a half, almost 2 hours before my kids even got up. There were some, you know, different things I had to stop for. So I got about 3.5 miles in during that time. I've even taken to, like, I just take my big mama cup of coffee with me, and I'm holding it and I'm taking breaks, and we're marching. It's like during that first mile I drink my coffee. And it's October, and we have the beautiful trees and beautiful weather, and I start out in a windbreaker and I got that thing off by the time I'm done. So some days I'm sandwiching the walking in the day. So yesterday it was about an hour and a half or so in the morning, and then last evening about like 5:30 or so, I then just outside all around my property just, you know, marched and marched and marched. And I have some audiobooks I'm listening to, some different podcasts that are blessings. Sometimes I want to hear words, like I want to hear, you know, people talking and educating and encouraging me. And other times I just want the music. And I have this playlist that I've created called J. Morell's Healing Playlist. And I just, you know, and I'll put a song on repeat and like listen to the same worship song 10 times. And then I will also have days where I'm not able to get that time in the morning, and I might then just do it all in the evening. But for over a month now, I've had to do that every day. It just really helps clear my head. I know some people would be in bed and not be able to get out of bed, and for me it's I mean, again, I am resting, I am sleeping at night, but yeah, I just have to move my body, and I know that helps me physically so much as well. What else am I doing? Well, I guess those are the big things. I am sleeping and I am walking, and I'm taking care of myself, and I am working with a lot of different professionals and support people who are helping me during this time. And again, I just wanted to let you know that as you watch me over however long this journey is going to be, that you are watching me as a woman and as a mom march through heck and back. And I am different. I will never be the same. I am a whole different woman because I've had different experiences now, and I'm changed. Now I do hope in another season, as I said, it's going to be a while. Of course, anyone would want to find their spark and their creativity and their joy again. And I do have a whole lot of joy at different times, and I'm so thankful for it. There's a lot to be thankful for and joyful about. But I also have such heavy experiences, and it is going to be a while. So this is just my notice to you. It's going to be a while. And so now you know, if I seem off, face looks extra funny, you know, today I'm smiling, but I have walked, oh, they're gonna get this all going now. I think I've walked at least 5 miles so far, maybe more. Here, let's check my steps here. Whew, I have walked 6.25 miles. I am at a little over 14,000 steps, so that's good. And I have some errands that I'm out doing by myself today, including talking with you at this park. I have a gym membership in my city, so maybe this evening in the air conditioner I will go there and get the rest of my walking in. So I've been so blessed by so many people who love and care for me during this time, and I know you all do too. And again, so I don't want to scare you, and I am sharing this. Of course, I do ask for privacy while I work through my secondary trauma right now. And you're gonna have weeks you may not see me. I could even have a whole month. But again, business-wise, income-wise, I have contracts, I have commitments. I've already lost some of them, and Mama's got to keep doing what I do. And so that's why I hope that you'll see more of me. I know that there'll be brighter days, and just thank you for your prayers. I've gotten so many messages and comments about people who say they just feel a burden, that they've watched me for so long, they know something is wrong, and they're so burdened for me. And that is a blessing to me, to know that the Lord has put me on your heart and that you're praying for me. So that's it. As Kim would say, short story long, long story short, I have been traumatized. I'm walking through a secondary trauma. I am doing the best I can every day, and we're gonna make the best of it, right, friends? So thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being with me all of these years, and I hope to see you real soon with another brand new video. Bye bye.